Aloha everybody, my name is Nelson Nahino Waikiki Jr. and my father was Nelson Nahino Waikiki from Hana, Maui, descendant of Kahikiti from the big island of Kohala and the Hamakua Coast. My mother's name was Gwendolyn Helemalahini Haleakala Oponui from Lahaina, born and raised, and also descendants of Kahikili and from the Hamakua Coast on the big island. But what is so prevalent about this is that my family is not only descendants of a great king, but they also descendants of the questions that's been going on all these years of who controls and who is the rightful water right owners of Kawaula Valley in question at this day and time. We have found out through strenuous research and developments and through lawyers and attorneys, state officials as well, to help us find these truths and these answers pertaining to water rights. Under the law 174C 101 Native Hawaiian water rights, only the Ahupua'a tenants have the rightful first usage of this water. Horner versus Kumuli'ili in 1854, December 16, substantiated who is the rightful water tenants to these lands, and their names were listed as the plaintiffs in this case. So that case is still intact today, which means that because of this case, the rightful Native Hawaiian rights water right holders need to come forward immediately. Bring your documentations forward and we will educate you on what the law says you can and you can't do with your water and the rights to that water and your Ahupua'a rights. Also keep in mind, we have lawyers, we have team efforts that will fight and make sure that the paperwork and documentation is valid, and that these documentations that we are looking for and title claims are what validations and documents that we're looking for through the Bureau of Conveyance, through other state agencies, but also we're looking at the United Nations agencies, the international laws that surround some of the royal patents that are protected by law and should be recognized by the United States government at all times, especially when it comes to natural resources having to do with water. Why? Because it's a public source, which means that the public is also in on a lot of these issues that are deriving around water. So with that in mind, keep in mind that the Public Utilities Commission has just recently denied developers that have come into the Hawaiian Islands this PUC license for 2 to 3 major reasons. One, under the law of 174C 101, Hawaii Rights Statutes Law, Native Hawaiian Water Rights, this law is still sufficient today for Ahupua'a tenants. These individuals that were named could not prove Ahupua'a tenancy. And because of that non-proof of Ahupua'a tenancy, these individuals felt that either the leasehold land they occupy or that they bought some property from Ahupua'a tenant holders, that they get the same rights. They do not get the same rights under any law, under any circumstances. So to keep in mind with these things, also we want to make sure and ensure that the kapunas of our lands are well taken care of. So they set these standards for you and the Hawaiian people of the county of Maui, as well as Molokai, Lanai, Kauai, the Big Island, and as well as Oahu, that we have a right, and those laws are situated and were meant and are there for our usage. So also that the names of the people and the tenants and the plaintiffs in these issues, they're named. So please understand that all of you, even the public, non-Hawaiians also have a right to this water. Okay, so that let's just make this balance known to the public, that under Chapter 7 law, which is the United States constitutional law, to the right to tenancy, you only can transmit water into fee simple lands and pay for it. If you're a tenant on leasehold lands and you're paying for water, that is against the law. You cannot do that, because the law is specific on how you can collect money for water, which means there's a protocol that has to be followed through the permitting process with the states, also with the Water Commission, also with the Department of Justice, also with the State Treasury and the United States Treasury. So if you have followed through with all these permitting process, then you can claim the rightful ownership of the water and you are the rightful tenant to that. My name is Nelson Waikiki. I'm the CEO of Opuni Water Company, and I am claiming those rights as a Native Hawaiian and the only true Hawaiian, along with other Hawaiians who can rise with me to recover and to manage these waters the rightful way, the only way, and God's way. Have a great day and God bless. And to my family, the Kapu Keomoku family and the families in Kavaula Valley who I did not mention, and also the families in Lahaina, my heart and my love is with you, and I pray in the name of Jesus and in Kekua's name that you will come forward and you will help me and our families to secure the most important natural resources that we could never give into foreigners' hands ever. And if we secure these waters together, the lands will open up that we can go back to and that we can live on, and the laws that have come to the Hawaiian Islands will be exposed. And because these laws will have to expose, they will come because of the water. The water will expose everything we need to know about our lands, about our kupunas, about our food sources, about everything that you've been asking and all the questions you've been wanting and dying to know. It's coming and it is now. So please don't hesitate. You can call me at my number, which is area code 808-205-6867. Once again, in the name of Jesus Christ and our Father in heaven, Kekua, aloha and God bless. And if there's anything I can do, please call me. Aloha.
Do you have a website?
Yes, I also have a website. It's called opunuiwater@yahoo.com. So please send me all your messages, anything I can do or educate you and how to do this. I'll be more than happy to share my mana'o and my malama from my family, the Waikiki family from Hana and the Opunui family from Lahaina. Again, best of luck. God bless you. And I know you can overcome every single little thing that you've been wanting to find out in your life about your family and your ohana. It is here and it is now. And we can come together to make this a reality. Aloha.